Hey there, fellow adult collectors. Talking to you, Kappa. Welcome back. David Eon and the gorgeous Miss Lady Pop Hunter sitting in the Open by Chance Museum. And basically, this video is to let you know that the Patreon page is up and running. So, what is different about Patreon? Well, I looked at some other collectors' channels, Patreons, and, you know, without calling anybody out, some of them, they're asking for quite a bit. But all of that aside, I try to keep it realistic. And I'm trying to offer some things that I think would be interesting to our viewers and other potential viewers. So, 3 tiers.
Okay.
First tier, early access to discussions, reviews, retro video game walkthroughs. Basically, you know how we have our discussions every once in a while, or I have a showcase. I showcase a vintage toy or action figure or something from our museum, or I get something in new that I do an unboxing and a review of, like maybe it's a modern 6 scale figure or a Mezco 1/12 or something like that. It will be on Patreon before it's available on YouTube. So you'll be able to see it on the Patreon first. And especially with the retro video game walkthroughs, because I don't know how that's going to go over on YouTube right now. So it may end up being exclusive to Patreon. We'll see how that goes. If they give me a hard time, YouTube gives me a hard time about a bunch of stuff that I do. It is what it is. I still try to put it out there. And also, a monthly contest will be available to all subscribers.
On Patreon.
Yes, on Patreon. You know how every once in a while I do one on YouTube. I'll do a completely separate one on Patreon at least once a month, where I give away something. It could be a comic book, it could be an action figure, something. Tier 2, everything from the first tier, all inclusive, plus Saturday morning reviews. It's something that I had wanted to do on YouTube, and YouTube shut me down. So, and I don't know how, when you got guys like Cinema Sins and Honest Trailers showing clips of stuff all the time, because you're supposed to be able to do that under the Fair Usage Act, but for some reason it's unfair for me. So whenever I show a clip of anything, I get nailed. But I've got a big library of classic 80s, 70s, and even 60s Saturday morning stuff. And I would love to be able to just do like a review and show people some clips of it, talk about it real quick, whatever. And that will be exclusive to Patreon. And also, there will be a second level giveaway for a second tier giveaway where you are not only eligible for the regular monthly giveaway, but also a second monthly giveaway where I give away a something that's autographed.
Oh, okay. That sounds cool.
Yeah, and then third tier.
Oh, it's 3 tiers.
Yeah, third tier is a work in progress. But third tier has Bozo's Big Prize.
Okay.
Something I always wanted to do. I used to watch the Bozo the Clown Show, okay? The East Coast version, because you know in different states there's different versions, is still Bozo. The East Coast one is the original one, or so the legend goes, because there's been some debate about that, because all of the Bozo film actors all claim to be the original one, but apparently the East Coast one actually is. But he did this thing on the show where he had a giveaway on every episode, right? These kids would do some stupid little contest, and they'd have a chance to win a prize from out of the hamper. They had like a table or a laundry hamper that they would reel out. It was full of stuff. And when it got too full, they'd do the big prize. You win, you get everything in it.
Oh, wow.
And as you well know, I think LJ the Geek knows this. LJ the Geek, if you haven't seen his channel, he's on YouTube. And there's another guy too that got a bunch of stuff from us. People don't claim their prizes. I give stuff away. Half the time they never claim it because I'm not going to chase you, but I will usually when I do a giveaway on YouTube, it's on the weekly roundup. So I say, hey, so-and-so, you won. Contact us at the email address down below. Half the time, nobody does. So they pile up. Bozo's Big Prize will be like probably a quarterly thing where you have the opportunity to enter to win everything that no one else claimed.
What if everybody claim their stuff?
Well, then I'll improvise something. I'll make something out of it.
Okay.
So they won't be left hanging.
Okay.
And hopefully that will be enticing to some people that are viewing. It's going to go towards the museum always. The Patreon funding goes towards the museum, goes towards improving camera equipment.
In editing,
Editing,
software.
I'll try.
We've been looking for editing software forever.
We'll go towards when we go to shows and do virtual tours. We're going to try to do a lot more of that this year.
Yeah.
We'll go towards connecting with celebrity guests and things like that for the show. So it's all going to feed back in. So we hope that you will come and join us on Patreon. If you are a YouTube subscriber, if you're watching this on Patreon, then welcome. And we hope that you will click and subscribe to the Patreon and join us on the YouTube. Instagram, Open by Chance on Instagram. We have a Facebook fan page. You can find us there as well and join that. And I try to do different things across the board so that it doesn't get boring.
Yeah.
And once again, we hope that you'll join us. Do you have anything you want to add? No,
That's
you think that's it?
Yeah.
Well, let us know what you think. If you have any comments or suggestions, go ahead and put it down below. Tell us your thoughts, share any thoughts or even any concerns. And hey, come and join us on Patreon, and we hope you have a good time. We hope to see you there soon.